Hey everyone, hope all is well. Thought I'd hop on here real quick and give you guys all a quick update on what's going on in the market. It's been a pretty wild couple of weeks, especially the last couple of days this week. By now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about GameStop. Probably heard a lot about AMC. Some of these names that you've probably not thought about for a while have really just taken off and caused a lot of drama in this market, but it's entertaining nonetheless. So, um, quick background of how we got to this point with everything. This started probably about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, when this hedge fund manager came out and decided to take a short position against GameStop. And that's a very common tool for hedge fund managers, is what they do. When you take a short position, essentially you're betting against the stock and you're saying that you believe that stock price is actually going to go down. Okay, so again, very common for hedge fund managers. But this time around, there was this Reddit message board user who took offense to it for whatever reason. So they actually, along with other message board readers, grouped together to go against this hedge fund manager who took this short position against GameStop. And what they did was they started purchasing shares, which drove up the share price in this thinly traded company that has this high short interest in it. And so essentially, when that happens, hedge fund managers are really put in a very tough spot. They have two options. One, they can sit there, ride it out. But in the meantime, as that stock continues to go up, their losses continue to mount. I mean, they essentially have unlimited loss exposure because as that stock continues to go up, their loss exposure continues to go up. So they can sit there and continue to watch this go, or if they get pushed to a certain limit where they have to close out that position, they then turn around and to close out their short position, they have to actually purchase shares of that stock, and which in turn drives up the stock even more. So it's almost this compounding effect. So, I don't know if this started out as a playful thing, but it eventually turned into this common man versus Wall Street going at it. And these users who really went after some of these highly shorted names that these hedge fund managers use and to really inflict some pain on them with that purpose of that. And so what that caused was these GameStop trading. It was 2 weeks ago trading at in the high teens. Today it hit a high of 483 before coming back down a share. So we're seeing these ginormous gains in these stocks and these overinflated prices, which you can look at it a couple different ways. One, it's market manipulation, but two, it's really no different than a portfolio manager coming on TV and saying, "Hey, buy this stock because we think it's going higher." So there's a couple different ways that you can look at that. Um, but that brings us to today, and probably the bigger issue is now we're starting to see some trading platforms, most notably Robinhood, who when they came onto the scene, they marketed themselves as this free trading platform that's open to everyone, open to the common person, to where they can come and trade on their platform. It's not built for the high enders. Well, come to find out now today, they restricted users from purchasing names in GameStop and AMC and Nokia. So you can no longer purchase them. You could still sell them. You could sell them, but you could not purchase those names, which in turn manipulated the market to where these names just got crushed today because you could only sell on those platforms. And so that enraged a lot of people. And there's a lot of hot debate out there right now, rightfully so, that should not have happened. They should not restrict what you can and cannot purchase. I mean, it's very clear and as night and day. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and see where that goes. As far as trading wise, I would our recommendations stay out of it because you're going to see these huge swings unless you're just there to be speculative and really take a gamble on some of these things. It's not for the faint of heart. You're going to see huge swings back and forth, and at some point this is going to end badly for these names because these companies are not worth what they're trading at today. So it is going to happen, whether it's today, whether it's a week from now, or when. But in the meantime, it doesn't make it nonetheless, it doesn't make it any less entertaining to watch. So we'll continue to see how this plays out, and we will certainly keep you guys updated if any major changes come about because of this. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or anything that you want to discuss, as always, feel free to give us a call and we'd be happy to talk.